Welcome to the Bald Brad Show. As you can see in the thumbnail, I do have an announcement to make, and this announcement has everything to do with big tech censorship and pushback on conservative channels. Now, before I get into the actual announcement, I want to talk about what led me to this decision and why I need your help with everything going forward here. Well, many of you know I started the Bald Brad Show a few months ago. It is a new conservative talk show, but I also have a second channel that has nothing to do with politics. It is a restoration channel that is monetized, that has thousands of subscribers, and has over 250,000 views on some of the videos and over 100,000 views on some of the videos. So I'm very familiar with what it's like to grow a channel from the bottom up and get a channel monetized within a matter of a couple months. Now, what's interesting about that is I see discrepancies between the two. And let me just say, number-wise, not necessarily views or subscribers, but number-wise on viewership and my click-through rate is doing better on the Bald Brad Show than my other channel that's monetized with thousands of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views. The Bald Brad Show is doing better, but we're not doing better in terms of subscribers and in terms of impressions. And I'll get into that in a moment. Now, the other channel I ran ads on, which allowed me to grow fast. I put my own money into it and no pushback from YouTube, no pushback from Google whatsoever on a single ad I've ever ran for that channel. The moment I started this channel, I started to run ads. Ever since then, every single ad, literally every single ad, I've had pushback from YouTube and Google to the point where they just won't run the ad or they're flagging the ad for no reason. And I know they're flagging the ad for no reason because every single ad that I've had to dispute at least 20 to 30 times and had conversations with Google and YouTube on the phone or live chat, and I have the stuff to prove it, that finally they revoked that disapproval. They finally allowed that ad to run. So I've had this pushback where I've had to wait almost a month just to get a simple ad ran that has nothing to do with election, has nothing to do with anything that they're trying to dispute it for, all because it's a conservative show. These are massive discrepancies here. Now, when I run an ad, I usually spend about $20 to $25 a day for maybe a week or so, maybe a week to 2 weeks max. Each day that will allow me to get anywhere from 20 to I've seen 100 subscribers, somewhere in that range. It just depends. So buying ads and running ads for my videos helps me grow my subscriber base, which you have seen on the show. Virtually 90 to 95% of our subscribers are from ads, and many of you can attest to that because you saw the ad and you clicked on it and thankfully you subscribed. Well, with that being said, I don't have the money to continually run ads and continue to grow this channel. Now, should I have to run ads? No. This is where this gets into the discrepancy. On the Bald Brad Show, you have what is called a click-through rate, meaning people are seeing my videos and they're clicking on it, meaning they're clicking on it a lot. In the range of basically 7 to 22% are clicking on the videos, which is high. It's actually more than my other channel that has hundreds of thousands of views. So you would think that they would send more of my videos, the Bald Brad Show, out to all of you or to new audiences to click on it because the click-through rate's like 22%. Folks, 5 to 6% is great. 22% I'm hitting on some of my videos here on the Bald Brad Show. I'm not even getting 1,000 impressions. Well, what is an impression? When you watch my video on the right-hand side, you'll see a thumbnail. Or when you log into your account or you get on your computer, TV, or laptop, you'll see your thumbnails of all the people you subscribe to or new videos or recommended videos. Those are impressions. And when you click on it, it goes towards a click-through rate. So the more people that see your video and click on it, the more likely it is that YouTube is going to continually send that thumbnail out for people to click on. Well, with the click-through rate of almost 25% on some videos, meaning a quarter of the people are clicking on that thumbnail, I'm not even reaching 1,000 impressions. I'm not even reaching 900. So there is a clear discrepancy of that other channel that has nothing to do with politics and has a big market for, by the way, to the Bald Brad Show, which has a massive market and people are clicking on it, and my numbers are better in this channel than it is on the other one. And somehow we are not even getting any subscribers because we're not getting our video out there because YouTube is not allowing it to happen. Now, here's the announcement. Many of you have asked, well, how can I support the show? How can I help you? And you've said this through comments, and many of you have emailed me personally through my business email that's in the description about supporting the show. Now, I've told all of you, and many of you can attest to this, that I didn't want to do this because there's nothing I can really offer you. I'm so busy already behind the scenes that I can't really make exclusive content for a Patreon page. And I feel like I'm not doing a service with your money by you just helping support the show, whether that's for new gear or for whatever. Well, I found a way of how can we fight back against big tech? How can we grow the show and make it concrete evidence that I could show all of you that the show is growing with your hard-earned money, as well as my hard-earned money being put in the same pot? Well, what I've done is I've created a Patreon page, link is in the description, and there's different tiers that go from $10 a month to $25 a month to $100 a month. Now, those tiers are all different and they provide different packages that you could read up on your own. But I wanted to provide a way to where we can have a goal together, and it is a big goal. Don't get me wrong. And you're not the only one putting your money in. I promise I'm going to put my money in as well. But the goal is $1,500 a month. Yes, $1,500 a month. What that would allow me to do is put $50 a day down on advertising. 100% of this Patreon money is going towards advertising. At no point is this going into my pocket and into paying for rent or paying for whatever. 100% of this is going towards advertising. And what that's going to allow us to do is double our advertising from me putting in $20 to $25 a day to doubling that of $50 a day. And we should see dramatic growth here on the Bald Brad Show. Now, will there be pushback on ads from Google? Yes, but upon that approval from Google, they will allow us to run these ads. And so, do I expect somebody to be at $100? No, that's for those that want to be considered, quote unquote, what the title of the tier is, American Patriots. But it goes from $10, there's a $25 tier and a $100 tier. But I wanted to give access to those that wanted to support me and the Bald Brad Show and just conservatives in general, because you've seen what they've done silencing and censoring us here, not just on YouTube, but on Twitter and Facebook. It is happening. And I'm seeing the discrepancies in real time between, again, a non-conservative or a non-political channel compared to one that is conservative and one that is political. So to grow here at the Bald Brad Show, we're going to force the algorithm, literally force it, by playing our ads out there to wider audiences, all conservative audiences, by the way. So your money is being targeted towards conservative viewers. It is not going towards leftist viewers. I have already created the ad. It is not going towards anybody that's a Democrat. It's going towards strictly a targeted conservative audience. So we should get roughly almost well over 100,000 impressions, depending on how this goes. Again, it is all based on how much we put down towards days or each day. If we get to that 1,500 goal or more, again, the goal is $50 a day, but we'll see what we can do. Right now, I have it set at 20 with my own money, or 25. I can always change it. But the higher that goal gets, the closer we will to running ads and growing the Bald Brad Show. So that is the announcement. The link to the description, the link to the Patreon page is down below. I hope all of you can join me in this goal of advertising the Bald Brad Show to the entire United States here, so that we can grow all together here as we all want. And so if you feel like you want to support the Bald Brad Show, I ask for your help. If you don't have the finances now, I totally understand that. Don't feel pressured into supporting the show. I wanted to have an outlet for all of you to go to help the Bald Brad Show grow here, and not just subscribers, not just viewer, but click-through rate and impressions. So that is the announcement. Again, thank you so much, folks, for always watching my videos, always hitting that like and subscribe button, always leaving me a comment, sharing it on your social media accounts and everywhere you can. You're putting in just as much effort as I am, and I am so grateful for that. Thank you for your support again, and I will see you later here on the Bald Brad Show.